Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but now let's talk about Solana. First and foremost, just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for showing so much love on the Solana updates. I read through each and every one of your comments and they really motivate me. So once again, thank you for all your support. And now let's take a look at what's happening with Solana. So if we're looking at the entire market right now, we're seeing a little bit of red across the board, and as well as we're seeing some green as well within the markets. But reason as to why this is the case is because dominance has picked up a little bit. Bitcoin saw a little bit of a minor retracement, which is causing altcoins to be down. But if we're looking at Solana, it's only down 0.6% on the daily time frame, and on the weekly time frame, Sol is up 16.3%. And speaking about Solana, you guys can see Solana ecosystem is at its all-time high in terms of usability, and people flocking onto the Solana blockchain. You guys can see this for yourself. We have HNT up, we have a bonk up. You guys get the idea. We have Pyth. And a lot of new projects that are built on Sol are really coming and making massive traction. And where's Render? I'm looking for Render, but that's also one of the top gainers. If you really look at it on the yearly time frame, you can see this for yourself. Render is one of the top performers. So you can really get an idea that Solana based coins are really hyped right now, and that is something we have been talking about for quite some time. But let's take a look at the price of Solana today. So if we're looking at the price, $73.23, so it's holding above that $70 mark, which is beautiful to see. As mentioned, down 0.8% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. We're also down 1.3% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Market cap is above $30 billion to be exact, $31.2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting above a $2 billion mark, which is also really nice to see. But now let's move over to the charts, discuss what's happening, what are some next targets we could be aiming for the price of Solana. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So before we get into it, I really wanted to share this part of news with you guys. You guys can see Mad Lads number 764 sold for 1,326 Solana, which is almost $100,000. So NFTs are definitely back, especially on the Solana blockchain. And I think the next 12 to 15 months, we're going to see so many NFTs pop off slowly but surely. And you guys can see this. We're not talking about small money, guys. This is $100,000 for this art. Beautiful art, don't get me wrong. I've said this from the beginning. Mad Lads is a little on the pricey side at this point because it has gone up so much over the past 1 month. But this is really nice to see. So wanted to share that with you guys. But now let's take a look at the price. So the price, like I've said, it's holding really strong. So before we get into the charts for for Solana, let's take a brief look at Bitcoin. So you guys can see this for yourself. I've mentioned this in the Cardano update if you watched it. If not, we will kind of briefly go over this in the Solana update as well. So you can see this for yourself. We're seeing the price really bounce back and forth above this support line. So far it is above this support line, and this support is very important. Reason why the support is very important is because look, last time back when on December 7th we broke below the support, we did see BTC go down to $42,954, which can still happen if we end up losing this support. So before the day comes to an end, I would prefer that the price stays within the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, which is this zone where we're currently bouncing around. But if we are able to not close above here and actually break below back into the 0.50, there is a strong chance BTC could be heading back down to $43,000, which of course is going to impact the entire market. If we're looking at BTC dominance, it has picked up a little bit. Now compared to yesterday. Yesterday was at around 53.5%. Right now it's at 53.66%. So it could bounce if BTC does go down a little bit, which could cause altcoins to be down a little bit and Bitcoin comparative. But let's take a look at Sol, because that is what we're here before, man. Solana is looking great. Let's kind of see how far we are. And yes, it's time to actually start measuring towards all-time highs. Let's take a look at how far we are from all-time highs. We are about 261% away from its all-time high, which is mind-boggling to me, guys. This right here blows my mind. Only 261%. And you guys might be saying, guys, that's a lot, Crypto ZX. 261% is not small. And I totally agree with that, because 261% means around 2.6x from the current price levels. But the reason as to why I get super excited at this factor is because, the way it has performed. And once it crosses that $100 mark, remember, $100 is a psychological point. I think that will drive more FOMO than ever. And yes, what we were projecting for the past months is starting to happen. Go look on Twitter. There's so many people that are ETH maximalists that are actually coming into the Solana ecosystem by obviously, taking some profits out of their ETH and actually purchasing Solana. And that's bringing more money into Sol than ever. And speaking about Solana, we've never seen its ecosystem having this much traction. Never. Even go back in the previous bull market, yes, the TVL, the total value locked on Sol was quite high at that time. But let's face it, that was during the bull market, and everything, Cardano, Avalanche, everything had its, even Phantom, their TVLs were extremely high. But as far as the ecosystem having actually getting this much attention and actually people willing to build moving forward on Solana, we've never seen this before. And there's life-changing airdrops happening, people earning thousands of dollars just by being on the Solana ecosystem and actually contributing into it and changing some people's lives. And I saw one person that hit on Jito so big, it's insane. There's a guy, he hit, let me tell you, so all you had to do, remember, on Geo was convert your Sol to Jito Sol and hold it. And 10 Sol at that time was like $18 per Sol, so you're contributing maybe, let's say, $200. And what this guy did was he made multiple wallets, and he put 20 or 10 Jito Sols onto those different wallets, right? And ended up hitting, now I kid you not, ended up hitting on 6 different wallets, 20k each. So that's over 6 figures airdrop, which is mind-blowing. And I'm going to start doing airdrop videos as well. I'm going to start looking into different protocols, different ways to farm. I'm going to bring those updates for you guys, and because I want to start hitting on some massive airdrops as well. Let me know if you guys would be interested on that and which airdrop to be keeping an eye out on. But basically my point is, what we're seeing with Solana right now is something we haven't ever seen, and the way it's holding as well. The way the price of Sol is holding speaks for itself, and at this rate it wants to go to that $77 resistance. And speaking about that $77 resistance, your boy once again called it. You could see this for yourself. We went up to $77.55 and saw a retracement. And what was that $77? That was our target. If you watched my other videos, I've discussed that $77 would be the next target. We will see a little bit of a retracement, and you can see this for yourself. We touched that resistance for the first time since March of last year, and then, of course, saw a minor retracement of about 6%. So you can't make these things up, guys. You just can't. Let me know down below what you guys think, and obviously people would want to know, what happens if BTC does go down. We could see Cardano falling down to $67.40. I think that would, around, to be exact, $66.20 would be the worst case scenario. If BTC does go below the support line, that would be a move of about 10%. So I could see it there, let's realistically speak. But does that bother me? Absolutely not. The long-term horizon is amazing, and I think we're gonna see $100 Solana before a lot of people do think, and that's of course going to change everything. Because once the price of look at this, once the price gets back into the 0.50, at that rate, it just depends on when all-time highs are coming. So cannot be more excited. Let me know down below what you guys think, and yeah, thank you so much for all your support. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.